Governor Hope Uzodinma ụbọchị oke iwe ọ ga-adị egwu n'ụbọchị oke iwe egwu n'ụbọchị oke iwe ọ ga-adị egwu n'ụbọchị oke iwe olileanya ọ ga-adị egwu ọ ga-adị egwu n'ụbọchị oke iwe n'ụbọchị oke iwe ọ ga-adị egwu n'ụbọchị oke iwe ọ ga-adị egwu nwanne m ụbọchị oke iwe. The Shanamites, tonight your son is here, the God of Olilanya. Onye na-agwa m ihe m na-eme riri egwu nwanne m n'ụbọchị oke iwe. The Shanamites.
There was a video trending online a few days ago.
Now listen. Tonight, the governor of Imo State, Senator Hope Uzodinma, the governor of Imo State, either elected or selected to the right way or to the Ben Johnson way. His Excellency, with all due respect, we must talk to you. No matter how great you are today, you were once like a youth. You were once a youth. There is nothing too big in the casket. The moment it enters the grave, then everybody think they have begins to lose its values immediately. His Excellency, I have the right to speak to you because I am an Imolite. And anywhere, any quarter or any chronings where I am displeased by your character or attitude or your actions, His Excellency, with all due respect, somebody like me will say something to you without being glue of anything that moves by night, without being afraid of the shackles behind the grave. Governor Hope Uzodinma, somebody like me have the courage to speak to you. His Excellency, I know this video gets to you because the Commissioner for Lands, Imo State, Chief Barrister Ngor-Okpala, here from Ngor-Okpala, and from the same place with me. And that is why I know that out of his eye service, he will always bring these videos to you. Those in your cabinet, they will bring this to you. His Excellency, you know me. One-on-one, you know me. On facial look, you know me. The governor of Imo State. It becomes a time when some of us will talk to you because Okwano Ohanweze is a one. Imo State, your private business, His Excellency. And if the people who must have led Imo before you came, if they had mismanaged every chronings of Imo State, the way you have done as of today, His Excellency, then you wouldn't have seen a place to govern as of today as the governor of Imo State. His Excellency, it is time that we will speak to you. It's high time that somebody like me speaks to you. His Excellency, on that clear note, you know that the allocations of Ngor-Okpala is not falling towards the path of development of our land. His Excellency, you know too well that all the rural roads in Ngor-Okpala, to even dualize and regrade them has become an issue to your administration. Even after the allocations falls down to your table every month. His Excellency, the Governor of Imo State, Senator Uzodinma Owoyoko, you know that there are no health centers in Ngor-Okpala, and it is not the ones you've not been able to bring or provide to us. Church will not be the ones to bring it right now. His Excellency, the people of Ngor-Okpala have endured for a long time. We are people that we are better off, opens their mouth to call us stout, to see us as bushy people. But thank God, we've never organized ourselves to become terrorists before. We've never done that. There has never been any record where an Ngor-Okpala son or indigene was held anywhere for a high-profile armed robbery charge anywhere across the world. We are peaceful. It's not as if all that existed before the people of Ngor-Okpala. It's not as if when this world began that we were created last, or we were created in ancient more than the other people. His Excellency, Ngor-Okpala started at that point when your own soil started existing. From the point of creation till this day, there are no seniority to the soil and the sons of the soil of Ngor-Okpala. And His Excellency, those people laughing at us, or those people who opens their mouth and try to discredit Ngor-Okpala, His Excellency, have you been able to communicate to their hearing that Ngor-Okpala hosts the Sam Mbakwe International Airport? His Excellency, have you been able to communicate to the world that the first private, the first individually built airport is the Sam Mbakwe Airport? Sam Mbakwe International Airport. Have you been able to communicate to the people that this airport is sited on the soil of Ngor-Okpala? His Excellency, anywhere, any place that hosts or harbors the airport, such as International Airport, that place is a city. But are we getting the dividends of leadership? Are we getting the dividends of good governance? As a people that host one of the international airports recognized by FAN. His Excellency, Governor Uzodinma, the soil of Ngor-Okpala is bleeding. That's why I am saying what I am saying tonight. Because in Obioma Autonomous Community right now, one Mr. Chevron is busy there today grabbing their lands. Aside the one going on in Imbishi, being grabbed by members of Zion and their supreme leader, supervised by you, the governor of Imo State. Another one is going on in Umundoche, in Obioma Autonomous Community. His Excellency, Governor Uzodinma, I want to ask, the same way other children from your own community or at your own table, that your children are so important to you, Governor Uzodinma, have you forgotten that the kids, the younger generations of Ngor-Okpala are also important? His Excellency, have you been able to communicate to the world? I ask you, sir, have you been able to tell the people of Ngor-Okpala or to tell the world that the allocations of Ngor-Okpala is above 300 million naira, and yet there are no roads to the council headquarters? His Excellency, I dare challenge you. I open my mouth to say this with clear note, without being afraid of anything that moves by night. Because I don't want to be part of those who will praise you today and tomorrow they yab you. Next tomorrow they start either saying one thing or the other. But I want to stick my ground as I have maintained from the beginning to speak to the governor of Imo State. Sir, in our own local government, we don't see any dividend of leadership. From the time of Governor Rocha Sokrocha, no single road project for 8 years. For 8 good years, coupled with yours right now, making it about 16 years. and there are no trees of chipping anywhere on the soil of Ngor-Okpala for road construction. Dear Governor Hope Uzodinma, communicate or at least return 2 or 3 times allocation of Ngor-Okpala. Invest it rightly in Ngor-Okpala and tell me if there won't be any change within the space of 90 days. Governor Hope Uzodinma, Senator Hope Uzodinma, His Excellency, I want to make you to know, and I just need you to understand the fact that those people from Ngor-Okpala client, those few individuals, about 2 or 3 of them, who comes to you for their own daily bread, they don't have the interest of the people at heart. Ask them. Many of them whom you appointed commissioners, they were once appointed under the administration of Governor Rucha Sokrocha. Ask them what they actually brought home for their people. His Excellency Governor Hope Uzodinma, to anywhere you see insecurity, go and check deep there. There is an anthem of hunger somewhere. The crime you see around Igbo State is being fueled up by hunger, by negligence to the rule of law. Now, very few days ago, Obiago Palace TV helped me share this live broadcast to all the platforms, WhatsApp platforms of Ngor-Okpala. Share it there. They should share it for me. Obiago, do that immediately. Governor Hope Uzodinma, His Excellency, I am bringing this to your notice that on the day those illegal security men are attached at the ground where Zion is conquering right now and grabbing. Those securities there who came to autonomous community and shot one of our brothers dead innocently, who did not commit anything, those men, their whereabouts is yet to be identified. Is this what church brought to the soil of Ngor-Okpala? His Excellency, on that same spot and day, about 5 of our youths were arrested and they are taken to Tiger Base till now. And at the end of the day, His Excellency, I want to ask, what are the offenses of those people in custody right now? What did they actually commit? Are they being punished at the middle of their own land? Even when they did not commit anything in their own village? His Excellency, after doing all of these things to these innocent Nigerians, you expect them after your administration, do you expect them to respect those people whose in their behalf you are intimidating an innocent younger people right now? Do you think they will ever forget? Maybe even you as the governor of Imo State, Senator Hope Uzodinma, you don't really understand that people are also using the opportunity through which you used in announcing certain portions of land to Zion Ministries. His Excellency, go back there and verify. There are some other persons using your name to grab other lands in that area. Go and verify what I am telling you. And they are being supervised by some of our uncles whom you appointed into your own cabinet. The governor of Imo State, this is very, very important. Go back and look into this thing. Set up panel of inquiries. Do not include anybody from my own side. Don't include anybody from Ngor-Okpala. But the federal lawmaker, His Excellency, do not listen to him. The man representing Ngor-Okpala and Abombise Federal Constituency, His Excellency, the governor of Imo State, do not ever trust whatever he tells you. Set up panel of inquiries. Set up people to go and do investigations on what I am telling you. I speak once in a while like this, but I am too sure of what I am saying. His Excellency, the governor of Imo State, the little part where our people are supposed to be farming now has been grabbed. People, they've used your name to grab it. Part of Umuchie, Eziama right now, as I speak to you now. You stay in government as you make announcement. Those people you are sending on the field, they are doing another black business at the detriment of our people's future. Somebody should share this video for me. They have overstepped where you told them. If we should stick on that one, they have exceeded. Go and check in front of that place if you're coming, because as I speak now, if they know that these things will get them into trouble now, they will start pushing down the fence again. His Excellency, the governor of Imo State, everybody listening to me now, I want you guys to please consider this thing I am telling you now. I am giving you a very deep information right now. I know why I had to off the music. If you're listening to me, I want to give you a very deep information right now. No matter anything, I take my time to go back and make my research deeper than what you can ever imagine. What I'm saying now, if I am showing my face on camera, people will be shocked. But let me just say it the way you will understand. Now, His Excellency, they came to our village. They shot a young man who innocently did nothing. They came and by this guy, carried 5 others, whom did not actually, amongst all these people that we arrested, if there are people they are having issues with, it is not even people from this particular community where they went and by this guy. Governor Hope Uzodinma, look at what may be going on. Go and do your findings. See, they came and they complained that somebody went and pushed down their fence. That the one boy, they said that threatened them. The boy came back and pushed down fence. There was nothing like that, His Excellency. They are dragging land, the ones they have already grabbed. That is what is leading to the argument they are having within themselves. And this has nothing to do with the small indigenes who knows nothing. This is a political land grabbing gang. Outside where they stopped bulldozing, where they started bulldozing the very first time, they have proceeded far away from that side. And these are different contractors with one apron. But when you go closer to them, you begin to hear the different voices and different languages. I am speaking deep in parable. Those people who said, Naga Bakatebe, His Excellency, go and check if they are not the ones causing certain problems through their land grabbing. Even the pulpit itself may not truly know what these other elements and agents are doing back there. I pick a point again from another side. My words will always come just like the wind. But all of them later, if you sit back and check, they may truly have scale. You may truly scare out something meaningful out of what I am telling you. Instead of it to be empty, I may not be able to say anything. So out of land grabbing, you guys are doing, grabbing, now you get 50, now you get 100. This one, I get this and that. Una they bring out on our own paper, and you are dragging that you want your own to be closer to Zion fence. This one is dragging this and that. Before you know it, you people are having problems on your own. Aluze Diogo. Now we area boys. We don't have area boys. What we have are responsible youth in our place. Now them, they fight themselves. Now them, because of waiting they don't thief. Criminals gather, one share waiting, they don't thief. They begin get problem amongst themselves. Where two elephants they fight, who they suffer and pass, no be grass. Now so these people use by my innocent youth to we not do anything. No. One day we'll go talk. Now land grabbing, no, now their land argument, now them know how they use the share. They thief something, they come our place, thief something, they share them for our presence. Enwe onye Ngor-Okpala anything gbasara dia enwe ihe gbasara onye ntu obula. That is why after how okwa ha nwa prot gakwa kpa a ga-eshi meje gbushia youth ndị ha suspectre na ọ bụ ndị usoro ga kwara fence ke ha, of which ndị a niile none of them is from that our side at all. Enwe dị ihe gbasara anyị there, because our people actually part to fence gị ndị mbishi ihe a ga-akwa all one line. Is it possible? Okunu janya no nafu. Oh hama, juo kwerela ha. Ask them truly. See, if you can record this thing, record it. Keep it, even if we are alive or dead. Keep this thing, it will help the next generation. In the nearest 5 years, you will begin to hear that one hotel closer to so place, one former commissioner in Imo State owns it. Within that place where these people are grabbing lands now. You will later hear that one school, one this and that, beside Zion, this and that, that it is one formal SA to the governor. He owns there. These SAs and this and that now, the lands they are sharing there, are they truly informing the governor? They are using the governor as a central or as a middle tools right now. This is what they are doing to the governor of Imo State. They are using him against innocent people. They have this gang. These gangs went to Okigwe. They repeated this kind of thing in Okigwe. They only ended up spoiling the name of the governor of Imo State. His Excellency, A.U. Zugagenwa. In fact, I say, madam, who after your administration, believe it. I mean, no insult, sir. These people rigagi now. These people are using you. His Excellency, Governor Hope Uzodinma, do you know that there was a time one man from my own community who was a former SA to you, who was a former, you sent him to the State House of Assembly for over a by-election, and he was sworn in. His Excellency, do you know that the same man used your name and came to the same community with me? He hailed from the same community with me. His Excellency, do you know that this man, he came to our village? First of all, he started a counter-motion and commotion that he's an Okenze. From Okenze, this man went as far as defrauding my own people. I said my own village and about 5 other villages there. He defrauded us about 12 to 13 million naira that he's giving them autonomous community under your watch. Governor Hope Uzodinma, His Excellency, sir, did you know that this kind of thing happened into autonomous community in a place they call Omodago? Your former SA, former state assembly member, defrauded a local community of 12.something million naira with your name. Governor Hope Uzodinma, His Excellency, sir, with all due respect, you are being mismanaged. Against the innocent people, you are being manipulated without knowing. Right now, what is going on in Umundo Chena? Imagine somebody lifted up a gun and shot at his kinsmen. Another was given, he was arrested by the commissioner of police. On their way taking them to Owerri. Sir, His Excellency, they both of them, Chikadibia and the other one, I've forgotten the name of the other one, Chikadibia, was released. The same day, somebody was put to attempting murder. The guys he shot at, they were at the hospital for more than 2 weeks. At the place where they were treating them. Chikadibia is a free man moving about now. They are recruiting him now as an APC tool. I don't know what they are recruiting this young man for. In his own community, in Obioma Autonomous Community. In Umundoche. His Excellency, with all due respect, His Excellency, the Governor of Imo State, are you aware that there is no road, there is no possible means on earth anybody can access the Ngor-Okpala Council headquarters due to bad road? I say, due to bad road. You can't, there is a place they call Umokronupehi in Ngor-Okpala. It's another part of Ngor-Okpala closer to Ozuzu. Of course, the landscape of Ngor-Okpala is almost half of Owerri zone, 9 local governments together. There is no way you can put up 4 local governments together from Owerri zone that will beat the landscape of Ngor-Okpala. Go and check it, go and Google it. No 3 local governments you can match together their map, their landscape map that is higher than Ngor-Okpala. I say 3. You must match 3 big 4 together. His Excellency, do you know that there are no roads to Umokronupehi? Do you know that you cannot access Nkwala, Umuneke, Umohengo, Ebelungo, Umowere, Umuneke to Olakwo? That road is totally down, non-motorable. Man, you can't, even Tipa doesn't apply that road. From there to hit a junction, another Wahala. We have a place for Kolomunam. They don't have road. Places like Imerienwe, there are no roads there, His Excellency. Should I talk about Obokwe? Obokwe Azumri, Obokwe Nkembishi, Alolo, Obro, Mbuala, Omogakwo, Ohekelem, all those areas, there are no place. His Excellency, Ajuju Kamna Ajoge, Governor Hope Uzodinma, Ebasa 200 trips of chip in Ngor-Okpala with the asphalt warrior. His Excellency, Okwagabajigi. What will happen to you? And to those of our brothers who felt that through the little cheat or whatever you think you can gain from any government or administration will surely make you to sell off your people, you're only wasting your time. You are only wasting your time. When it's time, you as an appointee of the governor, I will stand on this platform and I will tell your story in Ngor-Okpala. I will tell your story, beginning from your mother, pure. And I don't care how you feel. Because while you are dealing with the people of Ngor-Okpala, some of these appointees, His Excellency, we are beneficiaries of good governance. So in the whole of our state, everything the governor does, I have never seen where our state assembly members in Igbo State object one thing. So Governor Hope Uzodinma studied public administration. He knows how to govern all of you, and he's destined that whatever he talks in or does in leadership, all of them are pure. So all the state assembly member, none of you could raise your hand one day and say, His Excellency, this and that, so thing is happening in my place. Unlike my state assembly member, one Buffalo, upon what is going on in Ngor-Okpala, he has no say. He cannot even come out and say these things I say here because he is deeply afraid of the governor and observing table manners, thinking he's helping the governor or he's supporting the administration of the governor. Therefore, abating lies, propagating evil with the name of the governor, allowing people to grab lands for nothing. Then why did the people vote you? The people did not vote you as an ally to the governor. They didn't vote you as a boy to the governor or as a best friend to the governor. No, they voted you for quality representation. At some point when the governor feels he cannot do what is right, these people will tell him, majority of us can pull you out of seat. How come, I want to ask, how come Isn't this more than witchcraft? That nobody cares if their location or if the allocation of their constituency per se, inclusive of the local government allocation. So this man has nothing to say. The state assembly member cannot even question anything. Then there are no, check out how all the sectors were totally dismantled. No councillor, there is no one single councillor today across the nation. All of these leaders you see today, many of them were once councillors in 1999, 2003. Some of them were local government chairman, including Governor Yesewike, the former governor of Rivers State. Hello. Hello? Yes? Wait, let me finish my live broadcast. You get what I'm saying? Everyone listening to me. They were once councillors. Their voices were being heard that time while they were councillors. Many of the councillors sank the boreholes you see. The first borehole you met in your communities those days, they were all done, such projects were being done by the then councillors. Some of the good roads you still manage to today were being constructed by the state assembly member or either the council chairman. I bet you on this. If the transformers that were given across the nation from 1999 till 2007, 95% of those transformers came through the council chairman. As of today, none of the council chairman can afford a generator, not to talk of transformer. From there, the NDDC transformer started traveling, moving around the Niger Delta region. But before, the council chairman did. Local governments, as at then, had so many guided principles and authorities. They had tractors, payloaders, graders, and many other things. Many of them, do you know that in my own local government, inside the council headquarters, is being sited inside a very larger portion of land in Ngor-Okpala. Part of the land, the then local government chairman, Engineer Julius Okere, planted palm trees there. Some council chairman, they did not plant Ogo, they are plugging water leaf. They did not plant Nkanka, they are plugging Okazi. The leaders of old, all of them had the intentions and their mindset of investing in their locality. Now, they had their own police, local police, vigilante ndenche, being managed by the council chairman. The council chairman did not owe salary for one day. As at then, they had powers to attract projects. So many of the land, the market renovations you see, we are being done between the middle of the local government chairman, the councillors, the state assembly members. Then the state government had a lesser project to do, then it was only roads. And when they built those roads, they start taking tax from those areas. That as at then, if you go to local markets, the local government authorities collect tax even from bicycle, from those using bicycle. If you saw any tree, any hardwood or timber at your backyard, you must get an approval. You must get approval from the council headquarters. There you go and pay tax before you start that machine that will be standing to creating noise pollution. The council will tax you. Use that money to return back to that area and work for the people. Either give them borehole or give them one thing or the other. That's the essence of trade by barter. I give you what I have, then you give me what you have. As of today, all those things are totally destroyed. I could remember when my father built block house in the village. There are people from the local government town planning union. They will come to you. There is something they will write on the wall. Not these ones they do now. Those ones, they come with something like one crested something with paint. They will write it, date, everything will appear. They won't even tell you to stop work. That is an order for you to come. You don't need to stop work. Self, keep building, but come as so day. That date you go there. You pay tax. Even on a private building. Today, who pays? You think the government is busy granting you financial freedom. Those tasks you refuse to pay now, they are the same thing they are thieving from the road. They don't need to meet you to pay such tasks again. What they will do is, the inflation on the prices of things in the market will catch you at the point where you pay tax. So they will collect everything on the road once, leaving you empty-handed. Governor Uzodinma, His Excellency, go back to Ngor-Okpala and check. Those people you are holding in custody, those guys are innocent. They are using your name to detain some of our brothers who actually did nothing. They committed nothing. They are in Tiger Base for committing nothing. His Excellency the Governor of Imo State, Bright Okere, Winner Otiba, Success Maxwell, Abere Wisdom. These guys are in DSS custody. These young youths are in DSS custody. And the DSS, members of the so-called DSS have denied their lawyers, their relatives access in seeing them. These guys did nothing. The people who arrested them, who came and lied to you, we are sharing lands amongst themselves. The lands they've grabbed in our place, go there, send your, whomever you think you want to send, His Excellency, go ahead and send them. Tell them exactly after the checking point, after the military checking point at Eziama, they should check from the left and the right side. They have invaded the lands closer to those areas, linking the fence together with that of Zion, creating fears and panics into the in the people's mind, and grabbing their lands by force. On the other side, where the commissioner, the honorable commissioner for lands, claimed that the federal government, the state government has not touched that side, that the government also owns that side. His Excellency, I am bringing to your notice that caterpillars have entered those other side. They're beginning to reportion those other side, the left side. They're beginning to reportion it, and they are selling it to, they are allocating it to themselves. And there are block demarcations and signs from the right side that will tell you what I am saying right now. There are links of roads they've given already that will tell you what is going on. Governor Uzodinma, I will continue to speak. We will continue to speak. Ngor-Okpala does not have roads. All our secondary schools are completely down and they all need rehabilitations. Even if you go to rehabilitate some of them, you will later consider the need to scrape them out and give us new structures because those ones are completely down. From Amala to secondary school, where you've allocated to a ministry, to other places, the likes of Mbato Community Secondary School is completely down. Okpala Secondary School is being managed today by some of our brothers who live abroad. They contribute monies and they come and renovate it. Okpala, Ancient Kingdom, what you guys are doing, Onobalega, including MKO, Obarachiji, and one Ezeha, who lives in the US. We get this information for what you guys are doing. The health center currently functioning in Okpala were being done by Nde Umohiuku. They did it by themselves. They contributed money and they built that hospital just to save the lives of their mothers and their younger ones. There are no government functioning hospitals there. Therefore, the people of Ohiuku decided, Bala, Amasa, Ancient Kingdom, they decided to build for themselves a private hospital. And this private hospital has existed for the past 3 years since they built it. They are still doing more, renovating their secondary schools, doing the ones they can do, including their traditional ruler, who went to Ngor-Okpala and built a very big town hall for the people without even snapping pictures and posting anywhere on the internet. That project cost millions of naira. The man did the best of all in that place for them. Other sons of Okpala, Ancient Kingdom, the good Ununchane made the street lights and all that. We are seeing it. At the clients of Mbishi, what is Africa is doing? Honorable Kingsley Dikabo, Okenwa Ndembishi. Without him, there would have been darkness everywhere. All over Mbishi. But this man has been great. He has helped many of our people. Without the likes of these people, then where would Ngor-Okpala be? We have other billionaires who doesn't truly care for our people, but they have the interest to run for governorship. They have the interest to run for Senate, and yet they have never spoken for our people before. They've never stood their ground to defend the blood of the commoners. From Ziggy, that of my autonomous community, and Okechukwu, whom we have shot very recently. Both of them are from the same place. Their lives were being claimed by the members of the Nigerian police. And no compensation, nothing whatsoever. We are not even asking for any compensation whatsoever. We are only saying Nozemela. And those who must have committed these crimes should be brought to book. Forever is too long. Expectation does not sustain relationship. Every of those, His Excellency the Governor of Imo State, at some point, look back, ask those working with you today, the commissioners who once went to Federal House of Representatives, ask them, is your popularity in your place organically? Is it organic or is it artificial? The crimes they committed, the poor representation they gave to our people during their times at the Federal House of Representatives has made them today, they cannot even stand before the people and talk. Their popularity is faded away like the chaffs. They can no longer walk freely because you went to Federal House of Representatives, you never tied one road. You didn't change even your own life, not to talk of changing another person's life. Hotel became your bedroom. The same people are in your cabinet. They are only there as area boys. Those are the only places and points they can make money. They have come home to tell our people that Governor Uzodinma has promised me governor. Since he has promised to make me governor, allow him to take that land. Allow them to mismanage the land. Don't worry. He has promised me governorship. When His Excellency, let me also tell you, some of them whom you have promised to make governor now, they are saying to our people that if you make them governor, they will deal with you later. They will collect that land back. So you better cut the whole long road now, cut it short right now. What they are saying, they cannot do it also. They only try to deceive you, then deceive our people at the same time, only to perfect their own enterprise. Because if actually they have the capacity to do it, even if they win governorship, they will never share it with anybody. They will never tell anybody so that it doesn't leak. They only try to use it to buy the mind of our people. Not as if they meant it. It's a trap against you and against our people. That's what they are setting. So if there are people you should listen to more, go and listen to Ngor-Okpala, the local Ngor-Okpala people. Listen to them by giving them infrastructures, giving them road network. That is the best they need. Any other person you see coming to sing any this is super story to you, that person is a criminal. We don't respect them. And sooner or later, their so-called popularities will fade away. His Excellency, the Governor of Imo State, these parastatals of human beings who lacks respect for their parents back home, who could not stand both to tell you the gospel truth, who any young man who is bold enough to sell his own father's land. I don't want to speak because I want to become a governor. I don't want to speak because I want to go to Federal House of Representatives. And when I get there first, you see such people, don't ever in your life trust them. It's better you have somebody, His Excellency, who would have come to you and confront you and tell you, His Excellency, this is wrong now. Look at the truth here. And not those doing eye service for you. Once they sit on the same chair with you now and take picture now, they wire you to their media aids immediately. All of them will be like on social media. When their own brother was supposed to become the governor of Imo State, Sir George Eche, His Excellency, go and ask what happened. Some of our uncles bought cow. They went to Rocha Sokrocha and knelt down and said, please, don't ever make an Ngor-Okpala man a governor. The most qualified person amongst them, his name is Sir George Eche. They betrayed him. These people you appointed commissioners now, they went to Rocha Sokrocha. They betrayed their own brother. Governor Hope Uzodinma, let me ask you. The man you sent to State House of Assembly for over the by-election for 1 year and 4 months, didn't he betray you? When I was saying it then, did any of this your PPAs, did they tell you? Any commissioners in that, did they tell you? I knew he would betray you, and he betrayed exactly as I said. That was why you went and replaced him with the other puff, who is busy sleeping at the State House of Assembly without attracting anything. Anytime you see him, he has 3 packets of Benson around his pockets. Benson everywhere he goes. You see him, once you see him, you've seen Benson. You don't need to ask of Benson and Hedges again. He is now the original Benson and Hedges. Cabo, this, oh God Almighty, He has nothing to say. This kind of State House of Assembly members are everywhere. If you meet them now, and the youth we have today now are the major capitalized tozo among. Why will you see? I've taken pictures with my senator. I mean, let me not quote what will make somebody get angry. I've taken pictures with people of that standard, like Senator. And I didn't post it because how will I post you? How will I post you when the errors you are doing self, you are junketing around? You are a senator. Maybe you were a former senator from my own place, and your character as of today is messing a whole particular party up. You are messing everything up. Even though now you carry ticket, he say everybody step down, this young man should go. He's qualified to go for chairmanship. At that moment where they mess up, I no go call you for phone again. I no go pick your call again. With all due respect, go sit down. Because that national DT character way they play, would they see and say, like say Tinubu they manipulate you at your position, you get level for national level of your party. Everything we go to do. I don't need to support you. Say this. You go to follow your guy. Your guy go to mumu. You go to follow. I mean go to mumu again. You go to follow and they enter pit again. Your guy will don't fulfill his own destiny. Now you they follow. No na sabio. So I don't follow people like that. That is not how I operate my own. That is not how I operate. Nigerian youth of these days, Okachanjona Ngor-Okpala Chineke ekwekwala ihe ọjọọ. Is a picture with a state assembly member. Does that make him a good man? Or because there is one politician, he boy on a phone, yes, send like 100,000, yes, send like 50,000. Does that make him a good man? He knows he's patronizing your foolishness. That is what they got punish you with that money. Man, where idea? Itichari and Buticha, yes, able coordinate ever. Igelawana coordinating. Now you dey poor. You have coordinated for more than 5 politicians in Dogari Bem. And when anybody, you know what they call, let's vote this person. He's a new person. Let's try him. He has not gone there before. Once they see you with new envelope, you know, bundles of money, mint. Now good guy, the guy they hot, he never ruled before. Now good guy. He's just a first timer. First timer, did you ask him how he managed to boot all of that money? Did you ask him the last person he cheated? That person may also relate to someone that relate to you. If God open your eyes and you see that it was misdirection of fund or misdirection of trust is what led to your poverty today. Somebody that should have helped you 3 years ago. Another person dupe him on the way while he was coming to establish a company in your area, of which through that company you would have become a manager and know the business and become a billionaire. If only God can open your eyes to see. You'll be jumping up. You took a picture. Like that time, some of our colleagues, they went to see Governor of Anambra State. Oh my God, internet, everybody. They were posting pictures that they saw Governor. They met with the governor. And I was laughing because that governor you snap picture with and you're making noise with on social media only gave you 400,000. While there are other individuals you run advert for. And within the space of 3 months, some of them gives you like 2 million naira dash. So why are you jumping up over and slapping the internet space with the pictures of Professor Charles Oludo who gave you 400,000? Funny enough, out of that 400, because you're from Anambra State, you decided to go back to your village that day to see your parents, and you ran again on a bad road to your village. Thus, till later your white hit that government has you get to the village and you owe to give your mother 10,000 out of that money. Only. And for fear of poverty ahead of you due to the poor background, if you do drop all your people 300, you will 90,000 back to town. Now will you block because you are afraid. You cannot go and invest that money because so John I told you that you may not get another one. Onishi. Ideas and principles are key points to success. I leave it tonight. Good night and see you some other time.